Welcome back to Tear Down Them Walls. So I'm gonna take a break from doing each zodiac sign, and the song came up, and I was like, "Ooh, Bobby Caldwell, what you won't do for love." Yes. If you unfamiliar with that, it's a white man that sounds like a black man. Um, he was in the late '80s. You probably heard it. And for those who haven't, I'm gonna play a little tidbit of it while I get ready. I guess you wonder where I've been. Somebody went searching, looking for some love. Had to come back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. Mm-mm-mm. My friends wonder what is wrong with me. Thank you. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. What you won't do. Oh, sookie now. So somebody is saying that they went out. And I'm gonna say this, to each his own. I understand about that, not taking no one back. I don't have no opinion on that. But some people have to, thank you, Holy Spirit. Some people need to experience um certain things. And we as people, we sometimes be like, well, they are this such an age, they should already know better. you know for whatever reason, some people don't experience things the way you have experienced things. Some people grew up sheltered. Some people um went to school or went into their trade, and they worked and did everything, um, cookie cutter. Everything was done in order, boom, 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 and they didn't take the time to live life, and so they stop and they realize, thank you, Holy Spirit. They realize that they didn't do certain things when they start hearing people talking and stating certain um, experiences. And some people, they become almost envious, or they become jealous of not taking that time to be a little reckless, to be a little carefree. While the bunch over here that was carefree and daredevils and and did what you wouldn't do, they envy the people that was cookie cutter, because they see that they not as far in life as the person that took the straight and narrow way. Is there a right way and a wrong way? In my opinion, no. Because you're gonna get to where you're supposed to be regardless if you take the straight and the narrow way, or if you take the up and down winding road, up the mountain, down the mountain, through the valley. you're still going to be where you're supposed to be at. In my opinion, the universe will replenish you. The divine God, whoever you believe in, will replenish you. And if you are willing to be put on the right path, you will reap the benefits of everything coming to you that is owed to you. So don't nobody lose anything unless you just choose not to have. And we have to be careful with that, because you have some people, by the eye, it looks like they don't have anything, but they have everything. So that's why it's not good to point fingers. That's why it's good not to be judgmental. That's why it's good not to think that someone did it the wrong way, or they didn't end up, with you, or with a certain amount of money, or they didn't end up in a certain position, because what is meant, you will have. And that's why it's so important to not, it's hard now, it's not easy, but it's very important to focus on yourself and not on others and what others appear to look like what they have, because you never know what's going on the inside of them or inside of their home. But this person is saying, what you won't do for love. You've tried everything, but you won't give up. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for the messages. Thank you for those who will tune in and it'll resonate with. Thank you for giving those who that it don't resonate with something that they can use. Wow. They don't wanna go. Hope everyone is having a very good day. General energy reading, Holy Spirit. General energy reading. What you won't do for love. Too many cards. What you won't do for love. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay. You got Ace of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles. So somebody's working towards that Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, Holy Spirit. Ace of Pentacles. You have Ace of Cups. Ten of Cups. The Moon. What you won't do. Two of Swords, Tower, Six of Cups. This is going backwards. The story is going backwards. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Yeah, I see it now. What you want to do, Holy Spirit? Knight of Wands. That's too many cards. You have a World card. Knight of Pentacles. The Emperor. Eight of Swords. The Magician. Six of Swords. The Fool. The story is so clear. The cards are sticking together. What in the world? Anything else? Okay, someone at this time is standing in their strength. Which way to go, Holy Spirit? Where they didn't have the strength, they have the strength now to move to calmer waters. Yeah, they have the strength to move to calmer waters. They was a fool. Like, they leaped. This was a risk taker. This was a, you know, a person that was seeking for adventure. They were seeking um, something out of the norm. They were They was not with the mundane life. Like they was growing bored with their life, like, getting up, going to work at the same time, coming home at the same time, eating some of the same foods. Um, they were just, they had gotten bored with the repetitive type of life. They brought that to an end with this death card. Um, and I'm gonna show you. So you started off with the strength card. They moved from this type of mundane life. So they leaped out of boredom. They brought that life of theirs to a death. Like I said, I'm picking up on the energy of someone went through the same type of um, life, the same structured life for a long time. They did not sway from what was expected from them. And over the years, they grew tired of that. And even though they was making strides, yeah, because it's the emperor on the board. Even though they was making strides and they was growing and they was accomplishing different things, they still felt like something was missing. Like something was not complete. So they brought their mundane life to a halt. They stopped. They just was like, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. They felt like their life was being tied up, yeah, the Eight of Swords. It was getting to the point where it was so boring. It was so repetitive. And it's like they felt like I did the right thing all the time and I still feel imprisoned. Like it's like they've been waiting for a long time for their life to start. And they've seen other people around them who took risks, who did things that nobody else would have thought about doing, and they still ended up okay. But with them, they did everything. This is someone who whose life was orchestrated to be a certain way. This is an emperor who was told that they had to live a certain way because they had a family, because of the traditions of their community, the conditions of their their upbringing. So they did not know that they could manifest anything different. So they kept manifesting the same mundane life because they kept doing the same mundane life. Now they are passionately wanting to move away from that in more of a reckless, they want to do it in a reckless way. It seems reckless to the community, but, and it seems reckless to them too. But they know if they just don't do it, it's not going to get done. And they know that they will continue to be tied up in this type of world that they grown tired of. Thank you, Holy Spirit. They want this new world. They want to see what it's like to live on the edge a little bit. They want to see what it's like to get up in the morning and just do whatever the fuck you want to do. They want to experience even sexual encounters and just I'm gonna say it. They just want to know what it's like just to be a hoe. They want to know what it's like to feel alive. This person has been begging God to feel alive, to not be constricted to one way of living life. But they're not knowing that all these answers lies within them. So what did the divine do? Because he does not go against our desires, he allowed this to happen. Some of them did not, some of them lost money. Some of them dealt with people that did not have money, and it caused them to lose money. But see, these people were fun. These knights of pentacles, they was fun. They was carefree. They was daring. They was even though in the back of this emperor's mind, he knew that, some things that he knew that they should have been, been more mindful of, but he also admired, that's what it is. He admired their carefree, childish ways, because he was not allowed in his mind to be this carefree, to be this to be in this childlike energy. But this is not, this is more immature energy than childlike energy. And there's a difference. He's starting to see this. This emperor is starting to see that he has to go back. That it was reckless. It was something that it's not quite what he had envisioned. Now he's starting to see that there's a difference between being carefree and being immature. He's seeing that there's a big difference. So he's going back because he's noticing that the longer that he stays in this lower energy with these immature people that keep things going, and people that just they take it too far, he's seeing that he's losing more than he's having fun. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So now it has caused a great tower, a great realization that the fun and the carefreeness that he was longing for, he was stagnant within himself. He could have been carefree. He could have been this free loving person, but he was thinking that he could not be that way in the environment that he was because too many people looked up to him. So he didn't know how to balance. That's what it is, Holy Spirit. He didn't know how to balance being carefree and being responsible. He thought it was just either irresponsible and carefree over here, or I'm strict and narrow. We've got to be by the book over here. And that's what he chose. See, over here, he had to act, he felt this is all energy, this is all feelings. He felt like he had to be a certain way over here. And he felt like he could be a certain way over here. He didn't know how to balance the two. This was a hidden secret of his. He didn't want to come across crazy and irresponsible and thinking or even acknowledging this. This is a secret of his. So that's why he went over here, because he felt like it'll be more accepted over here than in his traditional life. He could have been right in so many ways, but he never took the time to put his desires or even try to coordinate having more of a carefree time. Instead of coming home and expecting his wife to have dinner on the table at 6 o'clock, because that's what they did when he was growing up, and that's what they did when his mama was growing up. So he felt like that was a home structure. Instead of saying, you know what, y'all, let's go get a bucket of chicken and go sit on the beach and eat dinner and throw the ball and laugh and talk or whatever. It's like he did not know how to incorporate that. But over here, they say, hey, we're going to get a bucket of chicken and we're going to go to the beach. He's like, damn, I never thought about that. Because it was so structured over here. He thought that was what was supposed to be. He never thought outside of the box. So when these people opened him up, he saw that how he could incorporate certain things, not all things, but certain things as simple as that to his life. See these Ace of Cups? You have darkness and you have light. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Balance. Ace of Cups. Fulfillment. He had to go through the darkness in order to see the light. He had to experience low vibing people and see how he could incorporate some of the tactics that they use as far as how they have fun. Because you see, the immature people, yeah, they may have had a bucket of chicken on the beach and had a good time drinking and smoking and, laughing and talking and, doing all these good things. But he also saw how you could do the same things without all the extra vices. This is what this emperor had to learn. He had to walk on the dark side in order to see what he had already in front of him. The Ace of Pentacles. He sees what needs to be done. The divine has brought it to his attention on what needs to be done for him to get back to this Ace of Pentacles, and how the divine will replenish his Ace of Pentacles. On the surface, in the 3D, it looked like he lost his Ace of Pentacles. But in reality, the divine still holding on to his Ace of Pentacles. Because as you can see, the divine knew he needed to be in the dark in order to see the light. He had to see that he had to balance both aspects, the yin and the yang, within himself. The divine did this perfectly. This emperor had to endure the dark in order to get back to the light. He still have his Ace of Pentacles waiting on him when he returned to his true family. Once this emperor returns to his true family, his Ace of Pentacles is waiting for him from the divine. But the divine is not just going to hand it to him. Oh no. He's going to have to put some work in. He's going to have to do some apologies. He's going to have to take on his full balance. And this is also weight. He's going to have to carry his weight, get out of his mind, out of la la land. Because see, when he was over here, he realized that all he had to do was be honest and speak up and state what it is that he wanted to have. That's beautiful. So this is what I have for a general read. Someone's divine masculine has waken up. He had to go to the dark side in order to see what it is that he had in front of him the whole time. This was a journey that needed to be taken. This was a journey that he had to have in order to find balance. Thank you so much for joining me on Tear Down Them Walls. Where over here, we tear down our walls to build them back up again. This was a great read. I wish this emperor nothing but peace and blessings, and to forgive themselves, and to the families they're going back to. You have to have love in order to receive love. This is only your choice to make. Can no one make this for you? Peace and love. Stay tuned for the next episode. Namaste.